Passion is a trap. It tricks your brain into thinking you have already won, which is exactly why the most passionate people you know have probably built the least. There is a psychological reason for that, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Have you ever spent an entire evening planning your future? Notes open, tabs everywhere, maybe a voice memo or two. You close the laptop around midnight feeling weirdly satisfied, like you had actually done something. But when you checked the next morning, nothing had changed. No email sent, nothing built, nothing moved. That feeling of satisfaction was real. The progress was not. When your brain vividly imagines a goal, it releases a small hit of dopamine. Not a lot, just enough to take the edge off the urgency, just enough to make the whole thing feel handled. Psychologists call this symbolic self-completion. You gave your brain a preview of the reward before doing any of the work, and your brain said, "Close enough, move on." Passionate people fall into this harder than anyone because your imagination is vivid and convincing. The vision feels so real that the brain quietly files it under progress, and then nothing gets built. After every planning session, you owe the idea one physical output before you close a tab, a sent message, a written paragraph, one call made. Thinking is not the work. It is what you do instead of the work. You're not procrastinating because you're lazy. You are procrastinating because the untested version of your dream is still perfect. The moment you actually try, it might not be, and your brain would rather keep the dream intact than risk finding out it was wrong about you. So it keeps you in preparation mode, researching, planning, refining, because in preparation mode, you are still the person who could do it. Done and messy beats perfect and invisible. The dream surviving contact with reality is the only version worth having. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Imagine someone who has been planning to launch a design agency for 2 years. Smart, talented, genuinely capable. But he's waiting until he feels ready, until the time is right, until the portfolio is strong enough, until he has one more skill, until January, until after the holidays. Meanwhile, the agency exists only in his head, described in vivid detail to anyone who will listen. He is dealing with two lies at once. The first lie is that readiness comes before action. It does not. Readiness is what grows inside action, not what unlocks it. The second lie is that a goal lives in your head until the moment you feel like pursuing it. It does not. A goal without a specific day and time attached to it is not a goal. It is a wish. The brain has no behavioral instruction attached to it, so it never fires. Stop waiting to feel ready. Pick a specific time this week and put the work there. Not this weekend. Wednesday, 8 in the evening, 1 hour. That is the goal. Everything else is decoration. This next one goes deeper than the rest. Your brain does not just respond to what you want, it responds to who it thinks you are. And if somewhere underneath all that passion, there is a quiet belief that you are not really the kind of person who finishes things, who ships things, who actually pulls it off, then every goal you set runs straight into that wall. The passion is real, the ambition is real, but the self-image has not caught up. And action that does not match your self-image feels wrong, uncomfortable, almost fake. So you avoid it, not because you do not care, because somewhere deep down, you do not fully believe it is actually you. Stop announcing the dream and start performing it quietly. Every small action you take as the person you want to become is a vote for a new identity. Identity does not change through motivation speeches or vision boards. It changes through repeated behavior. Act first, believe it later. Nobody tells passionate people this, so I will. Passion is not what builds things. Tolerance is the ability to sit in the boring middle of a project when the excitement is gone and the results are not there yet, and every part of you wants to pivot to something new and keep going anyway. That is the actual skill. And most passionate people never train it. They are addicted to beginnings, new ideas, new energy, new plans. The start of something always feels like it could be everything, but the start is the easy part. The middle is where the thing either gets built or gets quietly abandoned. And the middle is long and repetitive and mostly unglamorous. Finish things you have already started before you give yourself permission to start something new. The discipline of the middle is what separates people with great ideas from people with great results. Passion is not the enemy. It is probably the best thing you have got. But it is fuel, not a vehicle. And fuel sitting in a tank while you keep planning the road trip does not take you anywhere. The most dangerous version of you is not the one who does not care. It is the one who cares deeply, plans endlessly, and never actually leaves.